today to update the trailer for our next podcast that's being released on Monday with Elizabeth Funk from Dignity Moves. This is going to be a really good one. And the reason I want to share this process with you is because I want you to share with me.
Unsheltered homelessness, street homelessness, which is only a small portion of homelessness writ large. And so I believe that we should be prioritizing getting everyone indoors, regardless of how long they get to stay there. And there are a couple of things people don't understand. One is that the cost of leaving people on the streets, that's about $80,000 per person per year. The cost to bring them indoors and give them 3 meals a day and supportive services and 24/7 care is 40,000. It's costing us twice what it would cost to solve the problem to let this problem continue. The problem with that is that $80,000 is spread across so many budgets that you don't see it. The average cost per unit of permanent housing in our state is over $800,000. It's $1 million in our big cities like San Francisco and LA. And the result of that is for every one lucky person who gets that $1 million apartment or become homeless. We're not going to solve it that way. We're going to have to do something different. And so in our model, we say, let's get everybody indoors into something that's safe, that isn't
I don't want people to think that it's like that's what they're getting,
no, we
right?
don't like this permanent. Why do we care that where they are is permanent? They don't care. And so I think we should remove the concept of permanent anything and just talk about housing. What we build is cabins where people have their own room with a door that locks and they get to stay a while. That, like HUD's
All right. So this is why it's so important, right? I thought this was pretty important, but as you get into the second part of this thing, I actually thought that we should change the order of operation for this. Here's what I mean. Interim supportive housing. So this is what I care about, right? This is what I want you to see right from the start. We built interim support because not a lot of people hear about it, but it quickly catches your attention because we built it for a tenth of the cost.
last 10 years, let's say, is $5,000 per year for $40,000 a year of care. Even if only 20% got back on their feet, that return on investment is immediate. But what we've discovered is that when people first become homeless, the vast majority of them do not yet have a debilitating condition that would prevent them from returning to self-sufficiency. About 17%. But being on the streets even a couple of months, that 17% skyrockets. And if you're waiting on the streets
Oh,
for
so good. See,
there's
this is why I had to read. I want to switch the order. So my comment was like, we got to go switch the order. Some of the B-roll also didn't make sense, right? So I had to update it and update the takeaways. Also, we can figure out one, we have to figure out one, how do we quickly share something with somebody that is different than what they've heard and share them with a stat that kind of captures their attention. Then it needs to be intriguing enough for people to want to stay on for the rest of the podcast. All these factors matter, right? And then when I try to give direction for Pia on our team, right, well, what's next is that we need to figure out, well, how do we chop this podcast up into little nuggets so that people can understand what it is, right? So, for example, in this podcast right here,
interim supportive housing. We do it for about the cost of 1/10 indoors, something that's safe. They don't care. Permanent is accept residents.
so
Supportive
right
services,
here,
about eight. A couple of things people don't understand. One is that the cost of leaving people on the streets is about 80,000
cost us leaving someone on the streets costs $80,000.
per person per year. The cost to bring them indoors and give them 3 meals a day and supportive services and 24/7 care is 40,000. It's costing us twice what it would cost to solve the problem to let this problem continue.
Crazy, right? It costs us twice as much to let this product continue versus just solving the problem when we actually have a numerical answer for that. So this is why I do this, right? This is why we put together the information so that other people can figure out, like, why are we not doing this? This makes perfect sense. Right? That is the pitch, because the pitch is just what you want to solve this problem of homelessness. So this is going to be really, really good. I hope everybody has an amazing day. I'll see you all tomorrow for the 8:05. 8:06 actually. Have